everybody. It's been quite the feminist week for me. Wednesday, March 8th, as you know, it was the International Women's Day, which started out this span of feminist days that I've had. Next Thursday and Friday, my university held Women Culture Days. I attended a few of the events and they were really interesting. And then the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, there was the first ever Women of the World Finland festival. It was held here where I live, in my city, and I was volunteering. So I was working the info desk, and it was quite the experience. However, I'm not really here to talk about Finland today, even though I loved it. I'm here to talk about the brand called equality. So something I heard, I think, at least 5 or 6 times during last week was Finland was the first country in the world to give full political rights to women. And that is true. And that is great. Finland was the first country in the world to give women both the right to vote and to be a candidate, electoral candidate. And sure, yes, that's amazing. But that happened over 100 years ago. Now Finland has branded itself as a highly equal country. This is a good country. We have many things that are at a very good place. However, during recent years, it hasn't really been all that great. We haven't really done much, and other Nordic countries, for example, are so much further along in equality questions because they actually do something. In Finland, equality laws are usually made on the basis of, can we profit from them? Can the state profit from them? The director, or one of the directors of the Finland festival, said many times during the weekend that the Finnish people were so courageous and they believed in women. They didn't. There was nothing courageous about that. They did that because they wanted independence and they thought that if everyone had the vote, it would unify the country better. And that's why they did that. They thought it would it would give them profit in this cause that they were trying to achieve. It wasn't like this great belief in women and equality. We still make the laws based on, is it useful? Here's the bad news. Violence against women in Finland is one of the world's highest numbers, and that is horrifying. And it shows that we're actually pretty far behind and everything isn't that great at all. Why isn't anything being done about this then? Mostly this is something that you don't hear politicians talk about. You don't hear people saying that we should give money to this thing and we should try to make this better. Why is that? Because it would be expensive. That's why. And that's not the only thing we haven't really got that great. Other examples would be our laws regarding transgender people are horrific. There's still required sterilization for transgender people in order to transition, a juridical transition. The gender pay gap in Finland is pretty big. A woman's euro is about 80 cents. So that's also still nothing being done about that. And I think a fourth big equality question is military. Finland has enforced military. All 18-year-old men are called to service, and you can get out of it with some reasons, but basically if you're a man you are forced to go to military. You can pick civil service if you don't want to do the military, but it's longer, so it's kind of like a punishment, and that's bad. And women can go if they want to, but don't need to if they don't. And that is just so messed up. You're just gonna force half the population to do something many of them don't really want to, and that's gonna hinder their education and working life and everything they have going on for them. And then the other half just goes and does whatever they want. I personally am in favour of everyone being called to military, because Finland is a small country, and military being voluntary for everyone might be problematic, because there might be not enough people willing to do that. I once read an interview from a high military officer who said that they don't want this, they don't want to enforce military for women as well, because then there would be too many people in the military and they wouldn't have the resources, and we don't need an army that big. I'm like, okay, well, what if we do it like the Norwegian people do it? So everyone gets called, and then you only pick to the service, you only pick those who are actually motivated and in good physical shape. And because everyone is theoretically required to go, you can pick the amount of people that you need to have military big enough. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I am totally fed up with that rhetoric of Finland being such a great and equal country. Like, we are not. We have so many problems, and there are countries, especially the other Nordic countries, who are it's like millions of years ahead of us in these things, and we just sit in the corner and patting ourselves on the back and saying, oh, we are so great. I mean, our Prime Minister just launched an International Equality Prize, which is like good, but let me just say, I'm not interested in your shitty prize that's just words when you are not doing anything to make the situation better in Finland. And I mean this very seriously. Like, we can't be saying that, oh, we are so great because we gave women the vote and full political rights over 100 years ago. Like, that is yesterday's news at best. But if you seriously want to be saying that Finland is such an equal country and everything is so great, you need to have something newer to brag about. And I just gave you like 4 options on where to start to make Finland actually a more equal country in the 21st century. So maybe you try that and then come back and tell me how great we are.